and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to My Stock Life, the weekly recap. I'm your host, Tristan Big Wop Brady. I got my boy, Mr. LB right here.
What's good, brother?
Happy to be here with you. So we're here in the library, posted up. I'm going to go over market recap with you guys, what happened in the market this week. I want to start it off really by talking about how everything is just running upwards right now. Let's talk about, NASDAQ is up. Dow Jones is up, SPY is up, Russell 2000 is up.
Man, the market was so bullish. Set up last Friday so bullishly because for the last months it's been rotating out of growth and back into reopening shit plays. Like no one gives a fuck about airlines or like Boeing or any of that shit. So I knew right away once we started rotating back into tech, big tech, Google's, the Facebooks, the Amazons, the Nvidias, the Microsofts, I knew the market was going to just take off, and that's why I said last Friday I expect SPY to jump 10 points this week.
Yeah.
And it did exactly that, so I mean, I should have said 411.49. I missed the $5, you know.
With sectors receiving the cyclical go through of money, we had real estate lose a little bit, we had energy plays lose a little bit, reopening plays looking a little flattish, but yeah, big tech is running up right now. With everything running up, Bitcoin is actually basing right below 60K. I'm bullish on it. I think it's going to be going with the Fibonacci's level right now. There's a mental resistance at that 60K. It's been there for the longest time. It was longer than the 40K resistance. It was longer than the 20K resistance. I see once it breaks out of that 60K, it's going to run straight up. And the next Fibonacci level is not until like over 115K, right around there.
On Bitcoin in general, like I don't like day trade Bitcoin. I just have a bunch of Bitcoin and Ethereum. I just hold it. Don't really look at it ever. I'm just gonna leave it there. But with Bitcoin, what happens usually is there's usually like a run. Like for any equity, any stock, any kind of investment, there's usually a run up. And then there's a FOMO chase for everyone that missed it. And I feel like that's already happened in Bitcoin and the chart's kind of setting up like a head and shoulders. So I kind of feel like we're in for a little bit more pain short term in Bitcoin. I am bullish on Bitcoin long term, but for the short term, I'm leaning towards the bearish side.
Yeah, I saw you post in the Discord the reverse head and shoulders and might be pointing towards the downside.
Yeah.
That was a good call out. I do see a possible setup for that. But let's talk about big tech right now. Jumping in, Amazon is approaching all-time highs. Facebook and Google are trading at all-time highs. Apple is reaching all-time highs as well. With that cyclical moving of the money going around, what do you see next week coming up for tech?
Tech, I feel like we have a lot of room to go to the upside. So especially in these big tech names that haven't moved since like last August, they haven't moved for like 6 months while everything else is ripping. The real money is made in these plays. Like what do you use every time you need to search for something? It's Google. What do you use when you're ordering something? It's usually Amazon, Amazon is one that's crazy because whether there's COVID or not COVID, Amazon is always crushing it. And now it's like finally after 6 months they're finally starting to move. So I do expect a longer term uptrend in these stocks.
Right. And then Amazon with the news today that they cinched out that union play out in Alabama.
Yeah, that's done. That's
done. Yeah. So what I see with that Amazon, it's a forever stock, man. It's forever. With that cinching out of the union, I think eventually they're going to unionize just because of the American climate. I really feel like the American worker is more union than anything whatsoever. If Amazon was based in China, if Amazon was based in Mexico, if Amazon was based in the Middle East, that's not even a question. But the way that the American consumer and the American employee set up, I see them eventually, like maybe 5 years down the line, not anytime soon. But that's just a personal prediction on what's happening with Amazon. Love to see tech run. Made some money off of Amazon this week, made a little money off Facebook this week. My boy had some good call outs. Ricky had some amazing call outs. If you're not in the Discord, I don't know what you guys do. Yeah. It's a good week for us. It was a good week for us. It was a good week for the markets in general, with Biden coming out this week talking about the vaccination rollout plan. And it was 100 million shots and 100 million shots in arms by his first 100 days. He hit that in 58 days. Infrastructure plan, reopening, everything's going super up right now just because of his positive talks. What was your interpretation? What was your perspective on Biden and his speech this week?
So I mean, Biden is like, everyone's been wishing like, oh, we need a Trump pump, because Biden doesn't do anything. I don't even think he knows what social media is. He's sleeping all the time. But like in his last speech that he had, he said some very, very bullish things. One thing in particular that I really liked what he said, he said he's open to not raising corporate taxes or raising them less or whatever, and he also said people that are making under $400,000 a year won't have to pay additional taxes. Like, they won't be affected by this tax plan. And even people that are making $400,000, they're not showing that they're making $400,000. You know what I mean? What percentage of people in America is making over $400,000?
Very small.
Exactly. So those people, that's a big thing he said. People didn't really take it into. They didn't think about it properly when he first said it. And that's one of the reasons I was so bullish on SPY. Another reason is Powell is talking on 60 Minutes on Sunday.
Ooh.
And so all the shorts, they got out today. That's why we rocket shipped up, because all the shorts were scared to hold over the weekend, especially with Powell talking on 60 Minutes. Yeah, you can't hold your short over the weekend.
Yeah, Jay Powell is on the trader side. That's our guy, Jay Powell. If you ever watch this, JayOwell, we love you, bro.
Jay Powell got some fucking call option lottos himself, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I seen his orders in the sweeps. This guy be buying Apple and shit every week.
But with Biden's rollout plan, a lot of the big states are opening back up. I don't know if you guys know, but Texas is completely open. Our boy Angel was out there just the other week. No mask necessary. People just galloping around on horses and shit. Out in El Paso, Texas, just enjoying their golly time.
Enjoying for now until the Dallas Cowboys start losing again.
But yeah, Governor Newsom out in California says if everything goes as planned, June 15th, they're opening back up.
That guy's a clown too, bro.
Yeah,
He be going to house parties and
You're
shit
the reason.
during the fucking corona, bro. What do you mean, man?
You're the reason I'm not in California right now, Newsom, man. You killed it out there. Absolutely destroyed it out there.
Politicians are clowns, bro. I'm telling you.
Man, yeah, don't subscribe if you're a politician. I got personal beef with you. But yeah, California opening up June 15th. Utah opening up sooner than later. I'm starting to get ads for music festivals like EDC's cracking off, Hard Summer's cracking off. That was one of my biggest fears. I can't even lie. Like, a selfish fear of mine was like, damn, am I never gonna be able to rave again? Big shows and just hands on the rail, headbanging. So I'm excited for that. I'm bullish on music. Anything music plays that are gonna be coming up with reopening of live venues, because music industry thrives on live venues. With the way that the streaming setup is happening right now, you're not making any real money off of streams. It's all about merchandise sales. It's all about ticket sales. It's all about that front gate. And UFC's having live events now. Like, man, it's a good time to be alive. It's a good time to be alive. It's a good time to be alive. So reopening plays, I'm bullish on.
Market looks great. Everything looks great. I want tech to keep going. As long as tech's going, the market's just gonna keep ripping. Expect SPY at like 420 by then. Like, I don't think it's gonna fly anymore. I think we need some sideways to digest the move. But I think for a couple more days, at least till Wednesday of next week, I'm still bullish. And then Wednesday, I'll tell you a little secret of what's gonna happen.
Okay. Hey, stay tuned, baby. Stay tuned, baby.
You gotta do that bullish or bearish, right?
Yeah, we gotta bring it on home with the bullish or bearish.
Bullish or bearish?
Ooh, it's easy call. That's easy money, man. I ain't no question about it, man. Start it off.
We definitely love Amazon. We've been over like 3-4 times. We even called it out last week. Buy Amazon. Just buy it and hold it if you want. Like, we play a lot of options on it, but if you just buy the equity and hold it, you're gonna get a great return.
You heard, I said it in this video here. Amazon's a forever play. They're gonna always be around. They have such a moat around them when it comes to their competition. And you try to come up in the Amazon space, you're about 150 years behind.
Exactly.
And climbing.
And about $150 trillion.
Facebook.
Again, bullish.
Again, big tech. I'll start off with this one, man. I mean, there's not a lot to say, honestly, in my personal opinion. Just the way that the money's cycling right now, big tech is looking good. I'm bullish on Facebook. They did great this last week. They're pumping it up, running it up, and I see Zuckerberg just taking this thing on home.
I'm telling you, all these companies, they have too much money, they have too much revenues. Have you seen Facebook's balance sheet, bro? They have more cash than almost everyone in the market. You just look at Facebook's balance sheet, that stock should be $400 today, at least. They're trading at like a 23x growth Like, that's insane for a growth company. They're trading at 23 times sales. No, that's so fucking cheap, man. You have to buy Facebook.
Facebook got the profit margins on lock.
Plus those ads, no one's killing the game harder than Facebook on ads.
Yeah.
Nobody. Virtual reality's going, social media, Instagram shops, WhatsApp. They're gonna monetize WhatsApp in India. Just watch how many billions of users they have on WhatsApp, and they start monetizing it. It's unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
Bullish on Apple.
This is an easy one, baby.
That's a big tech bullish Apple, man, this is what more can you say about Apple? Just look into the sales of Apple. So they have, just their AirPods alone make more money than Adobe does as a company. Just like so many companies don't make as much money as just Apple AirPods. Like those AirPods on the table right there. They make more money than, like, I've seen, there was a chart, there was like 12 or 15 companies, just the AirPods make more. Then they got the MacBooks, then they got the, they got the Apple Watches.
Bro, I was just about to say, we're both rocking Apple Watches.
Both got Apple Watches. Got Apple iPhone.
Phone, I was literally about to say in my
Everything,
pocket right here.
everything.
I see Apple just absolutely seamlessly integrate itself into my life. Like, I talked about this on, I think it's the podcast last week, but I was looking down on my pockets. I had iPad, I had Apple AirPods, I had Apple Watch, I had an iPhone, I had a MacBook. Like five things that I use on a daily basis, streamlined into my life. I don't even
From
think
one
about
company,
it.
yeah.
From one company. Crazy. Name another company that's doing that, where you have different products for different reasons and different utilities inside of your
I
life.
don't want to hear you Samsung, Android weirdos.
Yeah.
It's
Stop,
not Apple,
stop,
bro.
stop,
It's
stop.
not Apple.
Stop. I'm not listening to you. It's always a pleasure, my brother. Love bringing this thing.
Always
on.
happy to be here, bro.
Man.
Always happy.
Make sure you smash that subscribe button. Make sure you smash the comments. Make sure you smash the likes. We come here every week for something for you guys. We love having you as an audience. We love just talking to you guys realistically. We appreciate every view. We appreciate every person that's watching this at home. If you got to this point, we would love a comment. We would love just a little bit of feedback from you. What do you guys want to see? What do you want to hear? It's My Stock Life or no life.
Let's have a great weekend, bro.
I like the sound of that. Work's done. Playtime is now.
Beach time, baby.
Yeah, it's gonna be volleyball. It's gonna be a little something. I can't say it on camera, baby. You gotta stay tuned for next week. Stay tuned for the vlog.